So this is actually my third Seattle Seahawks video I'm recording in the same day. I'm not sure if they're all going to be up the same day, but I'm going to at least record all of them during the same day. I made my Carlos Dunlap video about that trade. I also made a DK Metcalf video for my Patreon only. The Patreon only is only $1 a month. The link is in the description if you want to check that out. But anyways, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about Wilson's game against Arizona. At first, I was going to make a video about Kyler, but, Hook Cam already made a video about Kyler. He did a really good job. I feel like I would just be rehashing a lot of what he said, so feel free to just check that one out. It's on this channel as well, so definitely check that one out. But yeah, let's just get into Russell Wilson. Also, I probably should just mention at this point because I am making a video on Russell Wilson. I had somebody by the username Washi who has commented, I believe, over 100 times now on my videos that I should make a Russell Wilson video. Just so you know, I don't take requests, and I definitely don't listen to spamming. I do appreciate the support when you watch me, but I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, because if I just listen to what you guys are talking about, I might make a video I'm not really interested in. The exception might be on my Patreon videos, but honestly, for these comments, I'm just going to make videos. For the YouTube channel, I'm just going to talk about what I want to talk about, because I think that's more interesting. But again, I'm not mad at it. I want to explain that because, again, some people do really want a video of a certain player. But, yeah. Anyways, sorry for the long intro. Let's just get into the film study. So, yeah, I want to talk about, first I'm going to talk about the bad, and then I'm going to get into the good. I think that makes sense. So, Russell Wilson did not have a perfect day. There is irony in the fact that I'm finally making a video about kind of a rough day from him. But like this one is a great example, I think, where I want to talk about this play in particular because I find it very fascinating. So this was the interception that DK Metcalf really stole the show on. It's going to be, they have 4 eligible receivers on the bottom of the screen. Metcalf is actually lined up on the top of the screen, which is crazy. But so you're going to have 3 players. Basically, 2 of them are just going to try to run into Arizona players. This is essentially a pick play. They want to get the ball to the halfback towards the sideline. That's the whole point of this play for Seattle. This isn't one of those Russell Wilson should, just figure out pre-snap which matchup he likes better and throw it in that direction. No, there's a specific way this play is supposed to work. And once the ball is snapped, you notice that, even his back is raising his hand saying, hey, I'm open, throw it to me. But Budda Baker has made an incredible jump on this one. So at this point, if Russell Wilson hits him immediately, it's probably going to be a tackle because of the good work by Budda Baker. So that's already really incredible. But the other problem is that there's an Arizona defensive lineman who's kind of in between Russell Wilson and the halfback he wants to throw to. So now Wilson can't just, beam it right there because that could be a deflected pass, and he doesn't want that. So he's going to kind of instead lob it up a little bit, but he just doesn't realize at this point that Baker had made such an incredible jump on this ball because how would he? That's just an incredible play. So, Wilson lobs it up. Baker is able to jump in front, gets the interception, and then you can watch Metcalf and his speed. I'll make sure I show all of this just because it is fun. But, that's just an incredible play, right? Well, yes and no. It is an incredible play, but this isn't the first time Seattle has done this. They often try to get players to move around at the goal line and try to fool their opponents that way. It's something that Seattle does very frequently and has been doing very frequently this year. In fact, they even scored a touchdown earlier in the year against New England with the exact same play concept, just only with one less player, but and it was a little bit further away from the end zone. But it was the same concept, and they were able to score a touchdown that way. So this is something that Budda Baker probably just watched on film, realized this is what Seattle likes to do, and was ready for it when it came. Just a good job. Really, it's not pre-snap, it's pre-game that Budda Baker was able to make that play. It really was. The other interception was this one. It's a cover 3 zone, but what's worth noting is that, yes, Seattle has a couple of receivers who are running routes that could get into the gap in coverage a little bit later, but more importantly, you notice what Arizona is doing. They have basically everyone who's covering the midfield except for one player is playing on the line right now. They're trying to basically just fool Seattle's offensive line a little bit, make him not be aware of what's coming, and also make Russell Wilson not be aware of what's coming. And so Wilson, he sees this, he knows what his routes his receivers are running, and despite the 3rd and 14, he wants to hit one of them quickly and hope that they can just sort of outrun the linebackers and get past the first down. It's not a terrible idea, but they're just not on the same page. Once this ball is snapped, notice how both Seattle receivers are not looking in Wilson's direction. They are currently trying to run their routes, and probably because they're thinking we're 14 yards away from the first down marker, why would it even look 3 yards down the field? But there is logic. I mean, you can see why right now, if Wilson hit Metcalf, who is looking, Metcalf might be able to run and find a way to pick up the first down. Probably not, but you can at least get a long field goal to win it, or maybe go for it on 4th down, and it would be possible in that moment. But in the yellow circle, that's Isaiah Simmons, who is just, such a cool story that he was able to get this play. I'm really rooting for him after kind of a slow start to this season, to say the least. He's reading this play right away. He is aware. So this is kind of the opposite of what Wilson wanted. Wilson was hoping that you'd see linebackers sort of turn their head, even though it's zone coverage, just to get back in position. But for a young player like Simmons, he did a great job of still making sure he keeps his head towards Wilson to potentially, get an interception or at least knock the ball away, which is really just a great veteran play by a young player. And he's going to be able to get this interception here. Very cool for him. Not a great decision from Wilson, but more importantly, they just weren't on the same page. Not an well-executed play. But yeah, I'm not going to bash Russell Wilson's performance too much. He had his ups, he had his downs. Let's talk about his ups. So it's going to be cover 1 blitz, and what's going to happen on this play is that he has a receiver running a route that's going to get towards the sideline, and this could be a potential good route against cover 1 man. It absolutely could. And once this ball is snapped, you're going to notice that there is 0 separation right now, already 20 yards down the field. And for Russell Wilson, this is a dangerous pass to make if he decides to make it, unless he does one thing. That thing is sort of make your receiver make a tough catch. Put it too far. So that way either your receiver makes the tough catch or he doesn't and it's incomplete. And on 1st down and 10, that's actually an okay risk to take in this situation. So that's what he's going to do. And I mean, just watch this throw. That's exactly where he wanted, and it's able to be complete for a touchdown. Just an incredible play. And he's capable of making his deep ball accuracy is some of the best you will ever see. This play was another great one. This very fun one. It's man coverage and everyone else is blitzing. So Wilson shouldn't have time. At least that's what he should be thinking. He has 3 receivers running, crossing, quick crossers over the middle. Basically, the hope is, a lot of chaos in the middle. Hopefully someone gets open. And once this ball is snapped, watch what happens. So as you see here that I've paused it, there's 3 things to watch. 1, Wilson is currently not under pressure, but it's coming. He doesn't have all day. He does have to get rid of the ball pretty quickly. The second thing is that there is Tyler Lockett who is open, so that's what Wilson could consider throwing to as well. And the third thing is that 42, the Arizona player, he is kind of in the way. So Wilson could maybe, try and throw it. But the problem is that, again, if he throws it just sort of on a drive, that could be intercepted. Also, editing in real time right here, the pass earlier to Greg Olsen that I said was a touchdown, not a touchdown. It was initially ruled a touchdown and wasn't, but it's still an incredible throw from Wilson, and that's what I was trying to show. I just forgot that it wasn't actually a completion, but anyways, back to this play. You're going to see Russell Wilson sort of just throw up a floater. Where it's, he's just going to try to give it a lot of airtime, so that way he can throw it now, but it's still possible for Lockett to make the catch. That's what he does. It's a perfectly thrown ball and a touchdown. Really good catch from Lockett. Just incredible by both of them right there. And that's what Wilson can do. It kind of similar to that last play too, where he made his receiver make a tough catch, and this time it did work out, which is what Wilson wants. So yeah, listen, he had a day of ups and downs. He really did. Both his interceptions, you could blame it on other people if you wanted to, but he definitely deserves his share of the blame, no doubt about it. He also made some incredible plays because he is Russell Wilson. This was an off night for him by his standards, no doubt about it, but he's still playing really good football. That's what I think. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.